4 years? One question has echoed through financial circles. Will the Iraqi dinar ever become an internationally traded currency? This idea has captured the imagination of investors, economists, and currency watchers everywhere. Some are convinced it's only a matter of time before the dinar goes global. Others argue that Iraq has a steep climb ahead. So, what's the real story? Let's break down what it takes for a currency to be traded internationally, where the dinar stands today, and what hurdles remain. First, what does it even mean to be an internationally traded currency? Think of the US dollar, the euro, or the Japanese yen. These are currencies you can freely exchange and use for international business without heavy restrictions. They're backed by strong, stable economies and are trusted worldwide for trade and investment. For the Iraqi dinar to join this exclusive club, it needs to be convertible, recognized, and widely used across the global banking system. Right now, the Iraqi dinar is what's known as a restricted currency. You can't just walk into a bank in another country and freely trade it. The Central Bank of Iraq, or CBI, keeps a tight grip on its value, pegging it to the US dollar at around 1,310 dinar per dollar. This helps control inflation at home, but it also prevents the dinar from being freely traded on the open market. But don't count Iraq out just yet. They've been making some significant moves. The CBI has been overhauling its banking systems to meet international standards, cracking down on money laundering, and building trust with global networks like SWIFT. They're also pushing hard into digital payments, which could make future cross-border transactions much smoother. On top of that, Iraq's foreign currency reserves have soared to over $110 billion, the highest in its history. A strong reserve is crucial for backing a currency and building global confidence. Plus, with their Vision 2030 plan, they're working to diversify the economy away from its heavy reliance on oil. However, the road ahead is filled with challenges. The biggest obstacle is that the dinar isn't fully convertible. The CBI still limits how much foreign currency can move in and out of the country. Without lifting these controls, global markets simply can't treat the dinar as a tradable asset. Political instability and corruption also remain major concerns for investors. And let's not forget, over 90% of Iraq's income still comes from oil, making its economy vulnerable to price swings. To truly go global, the dinar needs a more stable and diverse economic foundation. So, what's the path forward? Experts say Iraq needs a multi-step approach. This includes gradually letting the dinar's value float, strengthening the economy, fully modernizing its banks, and achieving long-term political stability. Building trust with international bodies like the IMF and the World Bank is also key. Opinions are split. Optimists see Iraq's massive reserves and reforms as a sign that the dinar could appreciate and gain international footing. Skeptics, however, point to the fragile economy and political risks, suggesting a freely traded dinar is still a distant dream. The IMF itself has advised Iraq to stick with its managed exchange rate for now, until more reforms are in place. So, to answer the big question, will the Iraqi dinar become an internationally traded currency? The honest answer is, not yet. But the potential is definitely there. Iraq is laying the groundwork with stronger reserves and banking reforms. If it can maintain political stability and successfully diversify its economy, the dream of a globally traded dinar might just become a reality one day. For now, it remains a national currency with global aspirations. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time!